Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been months. So today's plan with me is actually not going to be a plan with me for this upcoming week. I'm going to be back planning. This is as far as I got last week. So I'm going to be back planning. That way I can kind of talk to you guys about like what's been going on, where have I been, why have I been gone, and kind of like a life update for you. So yeah, let's get started. This is for the week of the 19th through the 25th, which is today. I am planning on a Sunday. And let me just kind of go back and show you guys what the last month or so looks like. This is, well, into July, right? No, August, because that's when I found out I was pregnant. And then this is the week of Jensen's birthday. It's not done yet. Wow, look at that. That's not done either. Oh, I managed one, okay. I managed two, and then boom, boom, nothing. So yeah, if you did not know, well actually hold on, let me show you the kit that I'm using. I'm using the new pumpkin patch kit for this year. Somehow I ended up with two of these. I don't know, because I'm gonna blame the baby, honestly. So yeah, if you didn't know, I'm pregnant and I am due sometime in April. I don't exactly know how far along I am, and I don't exactly have like an official due date. If we're going based on my last period, my due date is like April 15th, I think. But I just have a feeling that that's not quite accurate. And I don't have my dating scan and my due date they'll give me then until October. So around 11-ish weeks that we know of. And I say that because we were trying to conceive with Jensen. It took a while. And prior to Jensen, I'd had a miscarriage, and so this time we were ready to start trying again, and I don't know how, got pregnant on the first try, which is crazy because it took, like I said, it took so long with Jensen. That's kind of why we started trying, and that's also why I just don't know exactly how far along I am, because with Jensen, I got a positive pregnancy test days before my missed period. And if this is TMI, well, you know what, it's life. So if you don't want to hear pregnancy talk, you can skip ahead. I guess maybe I should have put a trigger warning, but I didn't. So, yeah, so Jensen, I got a positive pregnancy test days before my missed period. This time I was well over a week after my period was supposed to start before I got a positive. I think that I ovulated late in that cycle because I was ovulation testing. I never got a positive ovulation test. So I'd either missed it at some point or I had just quit testing at that point. I honestly don't remember the last, day. I guess I could go through and look at my app, but I just wasn't that curious. So that's kind of why I don't know. And that's why I've been gone and I haven't been filming. Life got really busy once school and work started back up, and I found out that I was pregnant the week that we started going back to work. This orange is very bright for this kit. It's not the tape that I had originally picked out, but it is what it is at this point. We're just gonna keep going with it, and it'll look good in the end, I think. The week that we started going back to work, the fatigue hit me pretty quickly, and the nausea did too. And if you followed on Instagram, I had been suffering from like pretty much all day nausea for like a solid 3 weeks. I missed a lot of work. I just was really struggling But I'm actually feeling better now, so that's fun. I feel like I've just missed so much, or you guys have missed so much of my life in the last couple of months, and I just really don't know what all to catch you guys up on. So if you guys have specific questions, if you want to leave them in the comments, I will definitely get them answered in my next plan with me. I can't remember what I've put on Instagram versus what I haven't, and I haven't had a plan with me in such a long time, so I don't know. Work, let's update work. Work is going well. I think my new medication that I switched to over the summer is helping tremendously. I don't feel overly stressed at work. I'm kind of taking it day by day, and even with being gone for a week straight, I'm not panicking. Like, I'm getting things done. I feel a little bit more focused when I am at work, and I don't know, I just feel like things are going well. If you don't remember or don't know, I am an occupational therapist in the school setting, and last year, well, in all the years prior, I was responsible for 4 districts, and this year we hired a 3rd OT, but we dropped down to just 1 CODA instead of 2, and that helped me out with like my meetings and report writing. I'm seeing more kids now, and I have a lot of kids on my caseload, so my days are more packed with seeing kids. That's the more fun part of my job anyway, and I'm not having to do as many meetings and report writing. So while my days look busy, almost busier, they're more rewarding, and I don't know, I think I'm faring better at work, and I feel a lot of that is due to my medication. Stuff's still crazy, like, it's the school system. The school system right now nationwide is just a little crazy. So it's not like the craziness has gone away. If anything, the craziness has gotten worse, but I think my ability to handle it has gotten a lot better, and that's helped a lot. Jensen is 2, and he is so smart, so funny. He says some crazy things. He is very strong-willed, and we're struggling right now with the tantrumings and the really strong behaviors, but some of the strong behaviors that we were seeing have already kind of died off a little bit. We were throwing and hitting and biting, and we're not doing those things anymore. Right now we're just screaming and crying, like really, really emotional, more towards like the sad and the screaming side of things than like the aggression side. I'm not sure which I prefer. I think the screaming right now, because I can ignore the screaming. The hitting and the biting and the throwing was really hard to manage, especially when I don't, like right now I just don't have a lot of energy. My energy is starting to pick up because I think I'm nearing the end of the first trimester. We announced pretty early to like friends, family, social media, everything. That was my choice. We had seen the heartbeat at that point, and that's not to say something can't happen. But your chance of miscarriage drops significantly, and honestly, I couldn't hide it from my coworkers anymore because I was having to take so many days off, and I was gagging and I was struggling. So most people at work knew. And I'm already starting to show a little bit too, which is way different than with Jensen. I mean, I expected it, but I honestly didn't expect it this early. I didn't really start showing with Jensen until about 15 weeks or so. And I am, like I said, like 11 weeks, and I had to bust out like my maternity pants like 3 weeks ago. My jeans were just so tight and so uncomfortable, and I think that it was making my nausea worse. So we're just kind of in that limbo space right now where you don't really have a bump, but you're like too pudgy to fit in your regular clothes, if that makes sense. But Jensen, like I said, Jensen's doing well. The last 2 weeks I've been single parenting it while my husband's been in Colorado for training for work. And so Monday of this week, we were actually driving back from Colorado. That's a whole story on its own that I'll get to when I plan for that day. But we had a really good weekend trip to Colorado to see him. But other than that, like, I've been on my own, and it's been really hard. Like I said, my energy level's picking up, but I'm winded and I'm exhausted. And so that has been kind of why planning has taken the biggest downside, like backseat. I've been so tired, and I think that that just comes with the territory of already having a toddler that you're chasing around, and then dealing with like pregnancy fatigue on top of that, first trimester fatigue in particular. But yeah, it's been a little wild over here, but we're making it. I do kind of feel like things are getting better for me in this pregnancy, so I think that that will help and have a huge positive impact in the next week or so. And then I think now I'm just getting anxious because there's just still always a chance for a miscarriage or that something will go wrong, and I don't know how far along I am, and we did get to hear, well, not hear the heartbeat, but we got to see the heartbeat at my first appointment. And I don't know, the closer I get to my next appointment, the more and more anxious, nervous that I get. But a little bit, I'm just like, it is what it is. I don't want that. Like, I don't want anything to happen to this baby. I want this baby to be perfectly healthy and go to term. But I'm just like, at the other hand, I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing everything that I can. And if something were to happen, it would just be what it is. And it would be awful and horrible. But there's nothing I can do about it. So I just have this, like, I don't know, anxiety about that. I feel like every new mom does. Well, not new mom anymore, but a mom. Well, no, I'm going to be another new mom. I don't know how to do life with 2 babies. Just like I didn't know how to do it with 1, and I'm not going to know how to do it with 2, and I'm just going to figure it out. So I think that's where I'm having a little anxiety about that right now, but I know it will all turn out. But yeah, as far as like aversions and things go for my pregnancy, coffee doesn't taste great right now. It hasn't for a couple of weeks, but I've still been able to drink it a little bit. It just doesn't taste very wonderful right now, which really sucks, because I love coffee and at like this time of year. I don't know, like pizza is always good. I don't really want meat, but I don't ever really eat meat normally anyway, so that's not like a new thing. I want a lot of stuff that I'm not really like supposed to have, like lunch meat, hot dogs. You're just supposed to kind of watch those things because you're at a higher risk of listeria, I think. I'm not sure. E. coli maybe, I don't know. So that's kind of like, I just would rather eat sandwiches all the time, and I'm just kind of allowing myself to do that. What else? I feel like there's been so much, and right now I'm just blanking. But like I said, if you guys have specific questions, just let me know and I'll answer them in my next video. I am hoping that this will be the start of getting back on track with planning and doing my videos. I have missed it. you guys know, planning my self-care, and that just hasn't happened lately. My self-care has been walking and sleeping and trying not to throw up. So that's kind of all I've been doing. I haven't been reading. I honestly, like, I've not done anything. I've slept. So let me look at my full boxes. Speaking of being tired. Well, see, this one goes better if these were switched, so I think I might actually switch those. Put that peach one on the end, just because of the double full box, which I've noticed I've had to do with a lot of the kits lately, is just switch the last 2 boxes, and it doesn't really affect anything in the way that I plan. It might with like the pumpkins and the half boxes, but at this point, I cannot be bothered. Let's go into talking about my habit trackers. Water was going so well until water no longer tasted good. And then water has been very, very declined. So this coming week, I would like to focus on my water intake again. But for the week that I'm on, my step bet ended on Wednesday, and I made it. I won a whole $1.10. I mean, I got my $20 back, and then I won an extra $1.10. I've already signed up for the next one, but it doesn't start until October. So I'll be tracking my steps. Let's go ahead and do that while I'm talking about it. My steps, I wanted, with every ounce of me, to try and do... Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be yawning. I'm so sorry. I wanted to be working out, and I wanted to be reading this week, and I just didn't. So social media is going to be my goal for next week, along with my water intake, and I think reading, because I have not started the Books and Planners book club read for September. And so I would really like to try and get that read this next week or so. Yeah, it just kind of depends. I feel like I have a really good day and I get a lot of things done and accomplished, and then the next day I'm wiped out. And then the next day I get a lot of stuff accomplished, and the next day I'm wiped out. So it just really kind of depends on how things go. So for that week, my step bet, I'm going to just go ahead and fill things out as we go. Monday was actually my rest day, so I did not. But then I did get my goal Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm just going to put a line through the rest of that because it wasn't applicable. I wish I could say that I was tracking water this week, but I definitely wasn't, and I didn't work out. Even though I had workouts that I was supposed to be doing, I didn't. So I'm not even going to be putting those in my planner because I didn't even know. I think I am going to challenge myself to start my workouts after I have my dating ultrasound, so that I know where to start in my prenatal program. I think that's kind of why I haven't been doing it. I mean, aside from also not feeling the greatest. But maybe we could put like a walking one. I think I went on like one walk this week. Yeah, I think I went on one walk this week, which is, well, not great. But it was better than nothing. I think it's just because Drew wasn't home and there was just so much going on this week. and I would have done that Tuesday. And then what else could I track? I mean, like I could put reading down, but I didn't read anything. But I didn't do my water goal, and I didn't really post to social media. It was a crazy week. Maybe we just put reading down, because it was my intention this week, and then I didn't do it. I know that that sounds a little silly, because now that we're back planning, but it is what it is. I have this yellow one, this yellow book that I think would look really good with this kit. Reading, and then we're not going to mark any of them off because I didn't do any of it. And then let me get my steps pulled up. And then we'll get into the week, and I can kind of tell you like the horrible start to the week and then the kind of like good ending to the week. Monday steps. 2,584. And that will make sense. Oops, I mixed up those numbers, that's okay. Once I tell you kind of why. Tuesday, 10,500. Thank you, step bet. That is the only reason why. And then Wednesday, 7,997. That step bet that I did, guys, it was the best thing for keeping me even remotely active during this first trimester, because I would have been happy doing absolutely nothing. And then 4,174 steps. I feel like I got a lot of steps yesterday, but I'm guessing I didn't get as many as I thought. No, 7,650, because I felt like I was moving all day yesterday. And then so far today, I have like 3,000 steps, but I'm not gonna write it in quite yet. All right, and then full box. Probably gonna use the Hey There Pumpkin. Really like the colors in this kit. So I'm not mad about having an extra set. I just have no idea how I ended up with two. Okay, and then, well, my goal was to start reading the September group read, but I can't even remember what it's called, so I'm gonna look that up. If you guys aren't part of the Books and Planners Book Club group, I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm partial because Darshell is the leader of it and she's my best friend, but it got me back into reading, and I've been keeping up with reading this year for the most part. Can't say that I've been doing like super well with the book prompts since July, like the bonus ones that Darshell's doing for her reading challenge, but that's okay. I'm still on track to meet my goal, my reading goal that I had for myself. So I'm perfectly happy as long as I can reach that. My Goodreads goal. I am looking for my rating stickers. This is my current stash of stickers that need to get put away, but I've been working on them. Slowly but surely. I'm looking for my rating stickers. There they are, I think. Yeah, that I got from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Ooh, that orange actually will go okay, I think. But then I also have this style, which would fit that space really well. Oh, that peach. That orangey peach color actually goes really well with this, so let's do that one. Currently reading the book that I never actually started. Uh-oh. This one's cut lines. Went a little deep. There we go. Oh, that looks good right there. Perfect. Okay. Falling and Uprising. Is that what it's called? I just pulled it up and I can't remember. Falling and Uprising. All right. Okay. Let's get into this day by day. This is going to be a pretty, obviously, chatty plan with me. But yeah, so Monday we were driving back from Colorado. Jensen and I drove there on Friday. We were there Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday we drove home. I do have my cheat sheet of stuff that we did. The first thing we did that morning is we went and got some Starbucks before we drove home. We picked up Starbucks. We ate with Drew. So I want to do some sort of fall coffee sticker. Maybe that Frank. No, Frank's cute. Because it was just sad leaving him. We'd already been a week without him, and then just having to say bye was just tough. I cried. I just missed having him at home. I missed having another adult just to help out with Jensen. I mean, we were fine. We were doing it. It just, definitely life is easier when you have 2 adults to 1 kid. I know life's just going to get even more harder with another kid, but we missed him the last 2 weeks for sure. So let's put Starbucks with Drew, and then Jensen and I started our drive back to Kansas. It was an 8-hour drive. And let's just start with this. I was sick to my stomach. I was shitting myself the entire drive home. It was a pure torturous hell. I think we stopped 7 times minimum in the 8-hour drive home for me to use the restroom. And I was driving with Jensen. So you can't just stop the car and jump out and run in. No, you've got to hold it and get a toddler out of the bed or out of the car. And this is made extra comical by the fact that he was not feeling well. And not diarrhea. He was sick all day Sunday and then all day Monday and into Tuesday. But he just had a lot of congestion, a bad cough, runny stuffy nose. It just was not fun for anyone. So he was miserable and crying, and in between having to stop for me to shit myself, he was throwing up. All in the car seat. We had a great time. I don't even know which car to use. It was just really, 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 really rough. I talked about it on my Instagram, so I'm not going to touch too much on it, but the drive itself was really hard. Although I do admit it could have been 8,000 times worse. I could have literally shit myself. Highly recommend a toddler travel toilet in your trunk for yourself. Not even for your kids, for yourself. I don't think I'll ever drive again without it because it saved me in a time where a bathroom was inaccessible. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about that. I think I'm just gonna put drive home. And probably heart up in that corner just because there's an extra space in that. I didn't like that. I do want to put like a sick sticker or poop sticker, or I'm not really sure which sticker, but just to mark down that we were both sick. I mean, I could use a snark sticker. I could use "But did you die?" because it really could have been so much worse. I think my shit stickers go here and I'm out of them right now. Or, I mean, I need to restock my book. I know I still have some. So, maybe the "But did you die?" But did you die? No. Felt like it in the moment. I'm gonna put there we go, and then a full box. When we got home, Lord, I mean, we made it, but when we got home, I started a load of laundry, and then we went to bed. We didn't get home, I think it was like almost 6 o'clock. So, laundry, and then bed. The dogs stayed at my dad's house, so we had already talked to my dad about not getting them picked up Monday night and just waiting until Tuesday night after swim. And I'm really glad that is crooked, but we're gonna leave it. Really glad that we made that arrangement because I don't know, one, I know my stomach was not going to make it to my dad's. I was just ready to be at home with my toilet. And then Jensen was just sick, and it was just, I'm glad we had already discussed doing that later. That one might go pretty well with this kit. There's not a laundry icon with this kit. We definitely needed to start a load of laundry just because of Jensen's vomit clothes and, I mean, all of our stuff from the trip too. Load of Jensen, Jesus. Oh, let's see. Can I just white this out and put a laundry typography so I don't waste the whole sticker? I also feel like the instant I got pregnant, I got stupider. Brain cells started dying off again. That is one thing that stuck with me from getting pregnant with Jensen is they talk about how many brain cells you lose while you're pregnant. Do I not have any laundry icons or typography right now? Pass them? Duh. Okay. Is that you lose brain cells while you're pregnant, and you don't gain those back. Like, they're just gone. You just lose them at a higher rate than you would not pregnant, I guess. So yeah, I just feel extra stupid right now about just about everything. And being extra tired doesn't help that. And then go to bed. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. My maybe this one, the little fox, because he's perfectly colored for this. 0 fox given. And then, oh, maybe I could put it down here. I want to kind of center him. Go to bed. So at this point, I had already messaged Jensen's daycare and told them that he would not be there on Tuesday because he was sick. He never had a fever, but he was throwing up on Monday. Like, we're not sending a kid there Tuesday. Luckily, he felt okay that day, but I did have to stay home sick with him, which really, really was a bummer. Definitely not how I had wanted to spend my day, because the week prior I had taken off Wednesday and Thursday because I was not feeling well, just pregnancy related and nausea and stuff, but I'd already taken those days off. I took off Friday and Monday for our vacation, and then I had to turn around and take off Tuesday because Jensen was sick, and it just sucked. It ended up being okay though. Like, people understand. My teachers were very kind and understanding. It's not like I did it on purpose. I felt very bad. I talked about this on Insta stories as well. I think I just want to use like this little one. Maybe I'll put it up here. I didn't really want another Frank, other than a Frank right there. Maybe I use George. It just sucked to have like a whole week off, and I just felt like I was letting a lot of people down, but sorry, I cannot talk and write at the same time. Okay, so then stayed home sick with him. Luckily, he started feeling pretty good after he woke up and kind of like got with the world. So we were able to go on a little walk, which was, I think, much needed. Not a very long walk because he just was not into it, but at least a little bit of a walk just to get outside and just get some fresh air. All my walk stickers are gone too. I just need to refill my books. I've got the little ones. Do that one, I guess. Gosh, it was maybe 2 miles. And then maybe I'll put the full box next. We were supposed to go to gymnastics, or not gymnastics, to swim, but I canceled that, obviously, because he wasn't feeling the best, and I had done swim by myself the week before, and it just completely wiped me out. Even though he was good, it just was a lot of energy for me to do swim and get him dressed and myself dressed, and it just took a lot out of me. So canceled swim, and we ended up going to pick up the dogs at my dad's house and then having dinner there and then coming home for a quick bath and then going to bed. So I'm gonna put this down here for a quick bath. He was constipated during the trip. He did end up pooping Sunday, and I thought was a decent amount, but I don't know. I think he kept making up for it all week. But his poop Tuesday night at my dad's house was so gnarly. It was so bad. I ran out of wipes, and we got him as clean as we could. But he needed a bath. as soon as we got home. So trying to see like what kind of stickers I have in here. I might use one of these. Oh god, it was awful. Or maybe you can just use a bath sticker. Quick bath. It was horrifying. It was so, it was so awful. So we'll do that and then pick up the dogs. Dinner at my dad's. I don't even know that I want to touch on swim. Yeah, let's just do dinner at my dad's and then pick up the dogs. So let's get a dog sticker. I think they're before travel, maybe. Maybe after travel. There we go. I should know. I've only been looking at this book the entire time. Maybe just the Happy Pup. Or, I mean, I have a lot of room. I could use this big one. They did really well at my dad's this time. They weren't as ornery as normal. And then dinner at my dad's. Very thankful for them. They helped out quite a bit this week, just with Jensen. And then obviously like watching the dogs for us while we were in Colorado. We had a great trip in Colorado. I mean, aside from Jensen not feeling well Sunday and him not sleeping and stuff like that, but I don't know, we had fun. It was a good trip altogether. This pen is really skipping bad. Might try the other one. I have another, well, I have like 3 Inkjoys sitting here right now. Quick bath. Okay, Wednesday I went back to work. So I'm just going to put the full box up top, I think, because, oh, you know what, I'm going to put, is that the day that I started my day throwing up? I think so. Not actually thrown up a whole ton this pregnancy. I've like didn't throw up with Jensen either, but like it's just the gagging. It's driving me nuts, but I threw up that morning, I think. It was that morning. I'm gonna do this tea one with Bo. I'm trying to drink more tea, and it's, I don't know, it's not really like settling my stomach by any means. I'm just gonna put like feeling sick today or something. It was a rough day at work, but I pushed through it. I think that was it. Had to have been Wednesday. I pushed through it because I had to. Don't have a lot of sick days left, and I'm due in April, so gonna be missing pretty much all of May, and who knows how much of April, so just kind of screwing myself over. Is really hoping I wouldn't have to take off any sick days this year, but it is what it is. Oh gosh, I made dinner. Made dinner Wednesday. I made dinner Wednesday, and while I was making dinner, Jensen watched Toy Story 2. He loves Toy Story just in general, like the characters and everything, but I don't know if he had actually seen Toy Story 2 since he's been old enough. He just started really getting interested in the TV in the last couple of months. Honestly, he would just have the TV on for noise, but now he'll actually like sit down and watch some of it, especially while he's playing. So that was really nice, actually, that he was able to like sit down and watch that while I made dinner. Because I just made hamburger helper, like it wasn't anything crazy. But anyway, like I was saying, this is the first time he'd watched it, I think, since he'd really understood. And I think he liked Toy Story 2. Toy Story 4 is his favorite. He does not like Toy Story 3. Good boy. But I think he liked and enjoyed Toy Story 2 while I made dinner. And he liked dinner okay. I just needed something quick. I don't remember the last time we've had hamburger helper, but it was just nice to have something easy. Something easy to make. So we did that. I think I am going to put this like pumpkin on a vine at the bottom because I went to bed early. That was my night. Like, we didn't do anything crazy. I really had a rough day just with nausea. Wednesday. So I'll put that there, and then maybe I'll do like a quarter box. Even a quarter box doesn't really fit, so maybe I'll have some like typography above it or something. Really was kind of just a wash of a day. It was my last day for my step bet though. I did get my steps in. Let's see. What kind of like fuck it sticker can I put in there? I could put the I followed my heart and it led me to bed. I could put this sticker. That would actually be a great sticker to kind of put. Maybe not. I mean, like, it would work. I know this may not be like the most high energy, but this is about all I got right now. Maybe this one. Then I can draw a squiggly arrow because that has been my like go-to for filler spaces lately. Bed early. Like literally as soon as he went to bed, I went to bed. Okay, that's the first half of the week. That looks okay, right? I'll zoom it out at the end, but Thursday, cool. I started my morning off at Starbucks. Yay me. Had a coffee. I actually had 2 coffees on Thursday, and I was not hard on myself about it. I, obviously being pregnant, need to stick under my 200 milligrams of caffeine a day, and I probably went a little bit over on Thursday, but you know what? I was okay with it. It was fine. I've found out that if I carb load, eat like a larger breakfast that's pretty carb heavy, I end up feeling better throughout the day than if I try and eat like a moderately healthy breakfast. I would even say like my carb loading breakfast, I don't know, it's like breakfast sandwich or something. Like, it's not terrible, it's definitely not great, but at this point, we're surviving, and we're just trying not to be sick all day. So I feel like if I have a bigger breakfast, and then I kind of snack more throughout the day, it is better for me. That was horrible. My hands are a little shaky right now. So, had Starbucks, and then maybe, do I want to put, I'm trying to see. I always try and like stagger a little bit. Let's do a full box, or half box. I've got a pumpkin. It is going to put 2 pumpkins side by side, or oh, wait. Oh, well, I'm glad I ended up not using a half box on that day, because I don't have the right, I wouldn't have had the right amount of tan ones. Let's use the pumpkins up because they're cute. I kind of feel like this should go at the bottom though. No, it's gonna go right here. Gosh, what was I saying? I have no idea. That's okay. Worked Thursday. It was fine. Had a good day at work. After work though, went and picked up coffee again. Yeah, I have no excuses other than I wanted another drink. Do the little Simon here. So I went to Zeb's after work on the way to picking up Jensen from daycare. Which was definitely not, I mean, it wasn't totally out of the way. It definitely wasn't super convenient either. And then let's do the full box at the bottom. After that, I took Jensen out shopping, mostly because I wanted to grab, I was hoping to find something for his teacher that he started this new daycare with. Her last week is this coming week, and she has a daughter in the class, so we were trying to find something for the both of them as like a thank you, and we just didn't really find anything that really fit them. So went shopping with Jensen, and that was fun. Jensen just likes shopping. Kind of had an emotional day though. Thursday when he woke up, I had to wake him up, and I feel like the days where I have to wake him up, he's just more emotional. And then, like Friday, he woke himself up, and it was so much better. So Thursday, he just kind of had a rough day, like even at daycare and everything, but that's okay. Friday was better for him. So then, I did stay up and work Thursday night. And I had started planning, so that's what I wrote down, but I stayed up to work a little bit. The football game was on, though, so maybe I'll write that in. I had started watching the football game. It was the Steelers-Browns game, and my brother's a Browns fan, so we've just kind of adopted watching those games because, I don't know, it's another team we kind of just like to follow for my support of my brother and his fiance. They both are Browns fans. So let's put that sticker down for the football game. And then Okay, so one thing, this kind of happened with Jensen's pregnancy, but one thing that's happening this pregnancy is if I think of something, I have to have it, like food-wise. Nothing sounds good. Food does not sound good until something does, and then I need it. So I know that I feel like a lot of other people have experienced this as well in pregnancy. Part of why I think it wasn't as bad with Jensen was because I was pregnant with him mostly during COVID times, and we just didn't have a lot of options. It was just kind of like you're stuck. But with this kid, man, when I think of something, I want it. So we had KFC for dinner. I can't even begin to tell you the last time that I had KFC. Like, I just don't even know. But I wanted, like, mashed potatoes, and I wanted their, like, famous bowl. And so that's what we did for dinner, and Jensen really enjoyed it, and it was so good. And now all I want is KFC, so that's not gonna work, but, oh gosh, were they at Cleveland? I can't remember. Honestly, I didn't watch much of the game because gosh, and did those games start at 7:20? Sure. I didn't watch much of the game because I turned it on and I sat there and I was like, bed, football, sleep, stay up late. Sleep won out. It wasn't a very hard fight. Let's see. Friday. Friday was a good day. Got a lot of work done. I think I would like to put, well, I put that I was going to film my plan with me on Friday. That was my intention. But see, what happened was I went and picked up Good Sense for Darshell because she had her baby, and I got to go meet him. She's announced the name now, so Sweet Baby Henry. I got to go hold him. I had to wait a little bit, like when we were gone, until Monday anyway. But because Jensen was sick, like I was feeling fine, like other than my GI issues, but sorry, I got distracted with trying to figure out what I was going to write in this space. I got to go meet him though, so I just wanted to give it a few days in case I was carrying any illness. So once Jensen started feeling well, I still don't know what I want. Pick up subs. There. And then I think I want to use, well, I wanted to use the half box, but the half box is a pumpkin and I don't want two pumpkins side by side, so let's not use one then. I dropped off Jensen at my dad's house. I don't know how Jensen's gonna do with a little baby, so I just wanted to be able to hold Henry. So selfishly, I didn't want to deal with, I need like a good little baby sticker. He was so sleepy. Could just use like a sticker like that. He's so perfect. He's perfect. Just like Johnny and just like Jensen, like he's just perfect. I might do a little baby sticker. It's the only one I feel like kind of works. But anywho, I don't know, I was so happy. I was just so happy to get to go meet him, and hold him for a little bit. Oh, I'm almost out of battery. I gotta hurry this up. Meet Henry Dean. I love that we have a Jensen Dean and a Henry Dean. Like, I love it. Both family names for us, so it's kind of funny that way. And then I think I want to put the double full box. So I'm going to try and speed through this part. I've been kind of, I think, talking too much. This one goes all the way across. And then I had to go pick up Jensen from my dad's house. And then gosh, I feel like I have too much to do, like in this space. Like I have too much space, I guess. I want to use this big one, I think. He had a great time. I think he is having a little bit harder time right now just because Drew's been gone so much, and then I left him, and I think he got really upset, like had some separation anxiety, but it lasted, you know, all of 10 seconds before my dad got Paw Patrol turned on, and then they had the best night ever. So pick up Jensen at Dad and Carla's. A little heart. They've had a lot of time together this week, and I think my dad and Carla have really enjoyed it, which is very nice. And then I started binge watching Dahmer on Friday, but not really realizing that I think my husband would have also enjoyed it. So I just started over on Saturday with him. What sticker do I want to watch though? Or put? I feel like one of these. Do not recommend watching that movie by yourself in the dark, but I did it anyway. It's really good so far. It's very messed up, but like the whole story of Dahmer is messed up. So artistically, I think they've been doing a fantastic job of representing it, and I don't know, I think it's been done very well. Creepy, but it's been done well. We went to the farmer's market with my dad and Carla on Saturday morning. So I've got this sticker, but kind of also wanted to just use like a, well, I've got the banner up there, so never mind. That's not going to be very cute. Yeah, I might as well just utilize this farmer's market sticker. It was also like their fall fest. Maybe I'll do it like right here. Farmer's market. Meet at 7:30. But it's like their fall fest area too, so they had a bunch of vendors, so we walked around and did that too. So I'm just gonna maybe put this like little stack of pumpkins. Meet at 7:30 for this, and then let's see. Walk around Fall Fest with a little arrow that way. And then a little heart because there's an empty space and I can't do that. So that's cool. And then my husband was able to get an earlier flight home, which is so nice. So we got to have him home with us Saturday night, and I kind of want to mark that with a full box because oh gosh, we've missed him a lot, and it was just so nice to have him home. I might put in a little sticker for that, like a travel sticker, because I know I've got good matching airplane colors. I really want to use that one, but that one's going backwards, but maybe I'll use this little peach one instead. He was able to get an earlier flight in, so that was really nice. He was able to make it home and see Jensen before Jensen went down for a nap. And then we just had a lot of family time yesterday afternoon. So I'm just gonna use, we went and had ice cream, like a little special ice cream treat. And then we did some shopping, and that was it. So a little ice cream. We went to Freddy's because I really wanted the pumpkin pie concrete, which I haven't had yet this season, and I am disappointed because I was not in love with it, which was really hard for me. I wanted it to taste so good, and it just didn't. I don't think it was like a them thing. I'm pretty sure it was a me thing, like pregnancy thing, and just it not tasting good. But maybe I'll just do this like chocolate one. And then we just went around and did some shopping, just like family time. So I think that's what I'm going to use. It's just more of a family time sticker. Let's see. Yeah, this one right here. Oops. Okay. Gonna put treat at Freddy's. And then I'm just gonna put Legends. That's just the area, the shopping area that we went and shopped around. And then today, okay, I think we're doing okay. This will be the end of it. Okay, today the first thing I did is I got up and I got groceries, and I'm going to use a half box for that because I was gone. Actually, I went and got Starbucks first and then I got groceries. That was just very nice to be able to go grab a drink, but I think it kind of made me nauseous. Tis okay though, like we're going to make it through the day, I think. I say I think because the entire time I've been doing this, I've been very nauseous, but we're surviving. And then put the half box down for groceries. I went to Walmart and then was going to stop by Aldi's anyway, but Walmart didn't have any whole milk. So I had to go to Aldi, and I had planned on that anyway. But I went into Aldi for milk, and I came out spending $100. So they got me with all their fall promo food crap. But they had this like grilled cheese tomato soup. It was in the frozen section. Oh my gosh, it was so good. There's like 2 little bundles, so I still have one more because I had it for lunch. But kind of want to go back and get some more because I don't, like, soup's been sounding pretty good right now. Oh gosh, what was I getting? Groceries. Focus, Kayla. Focus. I think maybe this typography. And then bag. That, and then we came home. Oh gosh, like the Chiefs are playing right now, but we transitioned Jensen's bed into a toddler bed. And so right now, he's sleeping in his toddler bed, and it's been going well. He's obviously not awake yet, but he laid in it. And I just kept telling him, like, the rule is you stay in your bed until mommy and daddy tell you you can get out. It's just like your crib, you stay here. So we'll see. That's why we started with a nap time. But he sleeps well. It's just once he's awake, he's awake. So that's the only part that I'm worried about, is if he wakes up, then he just may not. I'm going to use this as like a switch to a toddler bed. He just may not stay put once he wakes up, which is okay. During nap time, like, he can just stay in his room. It's going to be the morning time. He either does not wake up or he's up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I don't usually get him up until like 6:15, 6:20. So I'm a little worried about like what he's going to do in that time, but I'm also awake watching him on the monitor anyway. How do I want to put this? I don't think I can fit the word toddler there. So we'll see how it goes. We did that for a few reasons. Jensen and the new baby, regardless of if it's a boy or girl, they're going to be sharing a room. And so the new baby will be getting the crib that he's currently in, and then we will be getting a cheaper kind of toddler bed for him. But we wanted him to have some experience of like a toddler bed well before the baby comes, so he doesn't feel like the baby's getting his things. And so we just went ahead and did a toddler bed for now, and he'll have that, for like 6 months. And then he will upgrade to a new toddler bed, like as a, you're a big brother now, you get a new bed kind of thing, so that the baby can have the crib. And hoping that that is a good transition for him. Obviously, I have no idea. But we're going to try it. Let's do a full box. And then I still have a quarter box. So maybe we'll do the quarter box. And then I am going to be making some of the chicken gnocchi soup. It's like the copycat recipe for Olive Garden tonight. Chiefs are playing right now. I've missed most of the game so that I can get this filmed, but that's okay. Cowboys don't play until tomorrow, so like that portion I didn't miss because I'll watch that tomorrow night. So I'll put the Chiefs game here, and then I want to put soup. I'm really excited for that soup. Tasia had mentioned getting gnocchi and not knowing like what to make with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have this recipe. It took me like days to dig it out, and then as soon as I found it, I was like, that's what I want for dinner. So I was in the right book, just wasn't looking in the right place. That's what I wanted. I don't think I have like a really good, I feel like that would work. Maybe we will make this one work. Chicken gnocchi soup. It's not red, but that's okay. Okay, must hurry before this runs out. KC Indianapolis, that was at 12. And then I'm gonna make a chicken. And it always makes so much, so I'll have leftovers for the week. I'll probably eat it 3 times and then get sick of it, because that's just what normally happens. And being pregnant right now, that definitely is how things have been working. So let me show you the full spread. I'll zoom you guys out. Wrong way, Kayla. Wow, I'm out of practice. Yay! Okay, I have a spread done. I've got a lot to still go back and catch up, but or at least going in the right direction. I have no idea where my freebie is. I've got one that I've half destroyed. Here's a full one. Okay, I do still PR for Sweet Kawaii Design, although I have been failing miserably lately. Please forgive me. But I do still PR for Tasia at Sweet Kawaii Design, and you can use my code Kayla10 to get 10% off your order, plus my awardy little pumpkin freebie, which I super love. I love that sticker so much. I love them all, actually. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna try really, really, really hard to get back on track with my Plan With Me's. But thank you guys so much for being understanding in the last couple of months, because life has just been a little insane. And I was ready to get pregnant, but also not expecting to get pregnant right away. So it's just a little weird, but hang in there with me. Starting to feel better more consistently, which is nice. And it's football time. It's fall. I'm thriving. Well, not thriving yet, but I will be thriving eventually. And I will see you guys next week with another Plan With Me. Bye, guys.